G'day, today we're going to have a look at the weekly in Mini Motorways. This one is set in Beijing. This is the weekly of the 23rd of October. We have unlimited traffic lights, double the number of road tiles awarded, all destinations are much busier. That's quite a fun one. So let's see how we go. I was just going to mention too, I'm going to be on holidays for the next 2 weeks. So definitely won't be a video next week. The week after that, I think I'm back on Sunday, so it might still be up the day I get back, so I might be able to get one. So hopefully only one weekly missed. And this time I am off to LA. I do like maps where it's a little bit busier. I mean, it's definitely going to make it harder, which is fine, and it means that your score will get up quick. That's a terrible setup there. Get up quicker with over less time, which is always nice. I'm going to try and keep them separated. I don't think we really need bridges that much in this one. I think they're more lakes than... Is that a good setup? Not like a third house being in here is a weird... Actually, maybe that. Well, as long as this guy on the bottom here... It's either there are points where he has no one at home. So running on 2 houses is not great. I mean, I can do that, but what that does, it gives us only a backup in those very rare times when no one has made it back, and it actually blocks out a whole lot of space that I could otherwise potentially get some good housing for these two guys. Now, speaking of good housing, that's terrible housing that we've just got there. Both of those 2 house placements worse than the... Wow, that is 3 in a row that are just awkward, spaced apart. And we're not going to be able to leave that guy with just one house, so we might have to have this guy sort of face backwards. Give him the option. Well, I guess we're about to find out what a double destination looks like on a map like this. That house on the right gets a few more. Yep. Actually, that's probably enough. We take the 2 houses of yellow on the right, we swing them around and connect them into this bottom one. What we can then do, we can turn those other 2 yellow houses around. Making it even more of a mess for this loose setup. It now means that the circular guy has 5 yellow houses. And the other one still has 2, so he didn't lose any. We've got 3 houses in the top left as well. The amount of yellow houses that we've already gotten versus the fact that we've only got 2 destinations really does suggest that this knows that it's going to get busy real quick. These 2 yellow houses here are actually in a really good position to help this guy out. We say put a roundabout in there, and then what we do is we just sort of concede that blue becomes slightly longer than it already was. But sort of point in a game where I look at the clock and I think, well, I'm at 177 deliveries so far. Is that a lot higher than what I'd normally be at this point? Because it doesn't feel like it. Now, these 3 yellows on this side, I think we are going to have to just get to come over here. The fact you can see that 4 of their 6 guys are already on the move means that there's cleanup duty that they need to address. So hopefully not as many of them need to come back when they start to arrive back there. You want to give me a second house? It sort of gave me what I asked for there. Well, I guess that's my only option for now. Get that 4th guy connected into that group. I could, this orange group here, I could give yellow the motorway. I just didn't have a second motorway. I do now, though. But I'm not sure that red needs more than 3 houses at this point. We're looking okay at the moment. Blue on the right is probably our biggest concern. He's only got 1 house looking after him. It is definitely the closest house to any destination, though, so that's positive. Red's not doing great, though. You can see that it's just a constant flow of cars. There's no one sitting in their garages, so what we're going to have to do is grab those guys and bounce them over. So let's move that to there. And get rid of that. Let's do that instead. Just pause for a second because we've got to address this other yellow population. And then can't get through. Basically what we would need to do is just get these guys to all connect like that. Can't do with those guys, but we can put him there. Set that up. We do have 1 bridge, so what we can do is just use a bridge for this guy for now. We do have another motorway, but let's see if he can survive with a bridge. Okay. So let's make some changes. Let's take these 2 guys, go straight down there. Let's get rid of all of that road. And make these 3 guys just be the top of that one. Let's get this guy. And as 1 lone house, can he go look after that guy briefly? I mean, already you can see the answer to that's no. Alright, what we're going to just do temporarily is these 2 guys run in there, have that. Because there seems to be no break in these greens just being 1 continuous neighborhood. There we go, 1 guy on that side. Okay, we still need to give... Wow, they are coming fast now with the destinations. Need to give this orange guy more assistance. These 3 blue guys here can cut through that guy's area. We'll cut that slightly shorter. Then let these guys cut up that way. And I need to figure out how to get orange up here. And put the motorway. So let's put a motorway at the back side of that for now. Taking a bridge, I think. Alright, if this yellow on this side's struggling, let's grab these two guys. We'll get them to go help that way as well. Which are, yeah, not a great setup that we've got going on. Good, we've got a second red house there. We also now have a green neighborhood down this way. But we don't have is a bridge or anything to get them across. But what we can do is we can just connect them directly to this yellow line, because that is the same network. This is very hectic, very fast, this one. What we need is a few more motorways. Yeah. This green and yellow setup is becoming a nightmare because there's too many guys having to travel through that network, and there's also blue guys now running on that. I don't quite know where they're connecting. Oh, they're going from here all the way down and back up. It's terrible. All right, so Green Road here. I'm gonna cut you off there, and I'm gonna send you that way. That removes part of this network problem from them. Now it just means we've got yellow and like the population of one. Goodness, we've now got also I don't need that anymore. This neighborhood here is huge, so we've at least got an answer of a motorway. What I'm going to do is I'm going to... First I've got to wait for that motorway to come back. Done. Then what we're going to do is we're going to turn these 5 yellow guys all in. We're going to make red go around them. And we're going to put a motorway there and send that to here. We're going to disconnect that. Get rid of that. And then these two guys can go straight that way. Once the yellows get off this road, that should hopefully make that a little bit smoother for that guy. Keep an eye on this red, see if he's going to need a motorway. Got enough road tiles that we can get these guys to come around here. Connecting there. This guy here is now struggling, so let's give him another house. I don't think it's going to correct it fast enough, so let's just quickly drop these guys over there too. Let's turn that guy around. I'm amazed at how badly this yellow here is doing in the bottom right. Okay. Yellow in the top. Let's put a roundabout in. It hopefully does much for that setup, but with them looking like that. What can we do for this guy? I suppose if all of those houses are in use, what we could do, run across the bottom here. And we can see obviously there's 6 guys down the bottom there that are immediately going, which means that it's just, there's not enough houses to the capacity requirement for... Like, I can't believe our single house is still doing okay for blue. While this blue next to him is doing terrible. Speaking of doing terrible, this pink is getting stuck in a pretty bad log jam there with the amount of guys trying to get in. Trying to run these pinks across the top to go help this guy out, but otherwise they're going to have to sneak through past the this little bit of road, which is not great for a guy that's already struggling in red here. We need to give red a motorway. I'm gonna get rid of that yellow motorway because I reckon he's not as needed as badly as what red does. And I mean, you can see how fast I got that that red road back too. Why you got a road that way? You don't need it. Oh, that was all red. Just 4 blue guys on this road that are dissipating in nothing. So this guy's gone circular too, which means I've now got 2 circular greens that are sharing. We've got a lot of greens on this bottom road. If we get rid of this connection, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 guys that can go help out here. We've still got 6 guys that can help out with that one. So I think that we can get rid of that. The pink here is doing bad. Because it's just getting log jammed. The other pink above it is also doing bad, and that's looking a lot clearer. So, hard to tell if it's just a pink problem or what. Now, for some reason, none of these green guys are moving because of, I would say, that roundabout. So now that roundabout suddenly disappeared, they'll actually start to push. So maybe too little too late, that little glitch is going to sink us. We'll see. So what it did do is it made all of the greens panic. And just about everyone everywhere panic, really. Let's get rid of that. Let's consolidate these guys back that way. We'll get rid of that. I'm going to send these guys across to there. I think it's too little too late for that blue though. Maybe we can do that, but I think they're not going to make it anyway. There we go. Scores look bad, but I mean that's what that one sort of is. It's a fun degree of difficulty. So let's see if it actually genuinely was bad. All right, I'm just laying it down. Top 10%. So it was bad. Okay, 130. Alrighty. Any questions or comments, feel free to chuck them below. And until next time, catch you later.